show off. Don't be a show off. Get some Camden Hills show off. That's right, this is from Camden Town Brewery here in London. It is called Show Off and it's a juicy lager. Juicy, so I'm expecting some good flavours. Okay, so it contains barley, wheat. Wow. Let me just rewind. The malts. There's a lot in here. Oh yeah, by the way, before I start, there may be some drilling downstairs, so apologies for any noise. Anyway, the malts are Pilsner, Carapils, Munich and wheat. The yeast is Bavarian lager, and the hops are Magnum, Chinook, Simcoe and Mosaic. Whirlpool hops are basically the same. And then they use dry hops, which are Chinook, Simcoe and Mosaic. This apparently says it's lagers typecast as refreshing but capable of so much more. We're proud to show off all of the things that our favourite beer style can be. Crisp and clean, of course, but also hoppy and juicy like a little number. Ta-da! And they have a show-off gauge and weirdly enough a skateboarding beer. Yeah, I'm not even making this up, this is just weird. That's skateboarding beer. Going for a ride. And there's your show off. It's literally right at the top, sort of big I am. This is of course a 330 and comes in at 5.8. A reasonable strength. But when they say juicy, I'm just hoping for something like a mango, passion fruit. Oh, those sorts of things. Because this is wheat, I will remix this as well, so don't forget that. Don't forget the remix. Right, I poured a massive hit on that because of this glass has no etching, so I want to show you the head. I've still got some more in there, so I will remix in just a second. What we can see then, apart from the massive super duper head, the head is small bubbled and it's also got like an orange tinge to it. Just like the beer itself is like a golden colour, but it's also got a hint of orange in it. A sort of orangey golden, I don't know what colour you call it, but you can see the carbonation just working a little bit there. I don't really know anything about this, but other than being from Camden in London, I love the brewery. I've never had a shit beer from them either. So again, I got high hopes for this. Just going to remix this in advance, just so as we know. Now we know, G.I. Joe. That's not going to settle anytime soon, is it? Yeah, win some, you lose some. Right. So, that's remixed. Let's crack on with the smell. Tangerine satsuma, orange peel, orange pith as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to be like really juicy. I don't know what to make, but the aromas are giving me a fruit smell, so hopefully the taste will be good. Wow, a very hop forward. That is not really my sort of thing. It's almost overpowering on the hops actually. That is really fucking hoppy. God almighty, I actually smell out my breath. Smells a bit like cannabis. The head is nice. The head is an expander, but flavour is just dominated by hops. I'm getting too many hops. It's almost like a leafy hop, then you get a bittering hop, and then there's sort of like a dry hop again. It's just really dry. It's just real hoppy. It's God, I don't know where to begin. It's just hop forward, just constant. Mind you, they've got a lot of hops in this. There's like 4 different styles of hops in this, so no wonder why it's a hoppy beer. I'm not getting no juiciness. Burp, so good. Burp, so good beer. I'm not getting any juiciness from this though, sadly. So I wouldn't say it's juicy, but it's definitely a very hop forward beer. So if you love your hops, and I mean extreme hop, where that's all you can taste, you're gonna love this. Me, I can give or take this. I think I'd probably leave it. I'm not a hop fan. Okay, there we go again. Colour hasn't really changed much, though the carbonation's picked up since remixing, and the head is got more smaller bubbles and it's a bit more denser. It doesn't look as foamy, it's more dense. So that looks pretty cool, but I don't know if this is a tone of hop down. I presume it will. I'm only guessing, I don't actually know for sure, but I'm just guessing it will tone hop down. There you go, second try. Still very leafy hop coming in, less of the dry hop though. There's a slight, very slight, tiny piece of juiciness to this. But again, it's just mostly dry hop. It's just hop. Everything is hop. And this shouldn't be called show off, this should be called hop off, because it's just so fucking hoppy. No, I'm not a big fan of that at all, but it's left my tongue feeling really dry and bland and leafy and prickly and... The mouth feels quite nice though, but it's just as I said, it's too much for me. I need something good now to get rid of that. I'm gonna score this probably only a 5. I think if you're a hop lover, you're gonna love it. But I think branding, they shouldn't say that this is a juicy lager, because it's not. It's just hoppy. They got the hop gauge right. It is actually show-stoppingly hoppy, but it's not juicy, so it's a bit of a myth on that type of branding. So there you go, friends. I'm going to give that a 5 out of 10, and I'm going to now go and rinse my mouth out, because that is overpoweringly hoppy.